Good evening and welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, December 4th, 2024, broadcasting live from Nipawin, Manitoba. And before we start playing, here are our rules. Our license number is LGCA 6052MBI 35606. First rule, one ball will be drawn at the beginning of this session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers. Number 2, when bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo in the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Number 3, each bingo game will be closed when bingo has been declared and verified by calling the number displayed on the screen. The phone lines are open to receive calls, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive calls. At least one phone line has been available for calls for 2.5 minutes, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Number 4, prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. 5, final win confirmation occurs when the winners submit their date stamp sheet containing the winning card to NACTV. In the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Please check the nactv.tv website or call the office for confirmation of the games to be played. Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards. Tonight it's green. Game 2, the X game, has a prize amount of $150. Game 3, which continues from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. If Game 3 is won with a toonie ball number drawn at the beginning of this session, the winner will receive the accumulated toonie pot plus the blackout or consolation prize. Jackpots for Games 1 and 3 accumulate by 50 cents per package sold. When a jackpot is won, the pot will increase from the minimum amount when accumulated sales reach that value from 0. The toonie pot accumulates by $1 per package sold. When it is won, it starts at 0. Prizes must be claimed in checks cashed within 6 months from the bingo play date. A list of bingo numbers can be obtained by calling the NACTV office. And that's our rules for tonight. Good luck, and let's find out what our toonie number is. Okay, our toonie number is going to be I-16. Toonie number is I-16. Okay, I'll put that back in the hopper. And your first number out will be on the gold colored cards. Our jackpot is $20,323 if you win in 50 numbers or less. And under the I-19. I-19. Under the B9, B9. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the B11, B11. Under the O72, O72. Under the B6, B6. Under the G49, G49. Under the O66, O66. Under the I16, I16. Under the O73, O73. Under the N39, N39. Under the I25, I25. Under the O67, O67. Under the I17, I17. Under the G51, G51. Under the I28, I28. Under the N32, N32. Under the B2, B2. Under the G59, G59. Under the B5, B5. Under the I27, I27. Under the B15, B15. Under the O63, O63. Under the B3, B3. Under the N42, N42. Under the B12, B12. Under the B10, B10. Under the O65, O65. Under the O62, O62. Under the G53, G53. Under the G47, G47. Under the I21, I21. Under the N45, N45. Under the O74, O74. Under the I30, I30. Under the G60, G60. Under the N36, N36. Under the G46, G46. Under the B1, B1. Under the N38, N38. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the B8, B8. Under the B14, B14. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the N31, N31. Under the O71, O71. Under the O68, O68. Under the G58, G58. Under the G56, G56. And that is your 50th number, so pause here for 2.5 minutes and see if anybody calls in and wins that jackpot of $20,323. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Okay, important announcement. NACTV, if you buy your cards from us, we will be closed December 23rd to January 3rd inclusive. There will be no game on December 25th, as that is Christmas Day. However, we will have a game on January 1st, New Year's Day. It's New Year's Eve that's the big one, so we thought on January 1st, if you don't have anything else to do, and you can join us and play NACTV Bigger Bingo on January 1st, first bingo of the year, of the new year. If you're getting your cards from the station, make sure you come before December 18th, or whatever the day is, Friday. What's the Friday? See, 23rd's Monday. 22, 21, 20th, I guess. December 20th is the Friday. And they might, I don't know if they're closing early on the December 20th or not. So if you're getting any bingo cards from us, please pick them up by December 19th. If there's still a postal strike on, call the office and we'll see what we've got for a plan at that point in time. So once again, no game on December 25th. The station will be closed December 23rd to January 3rd, but we will have a game on January 1st. We will be having a game. We have the volunteers for it, so we will be running that game on January 1st. Okay. And Evergreen Environmental Technologies open Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, Saturday 8 to 3. They will be closed on December 25th and 26th, as well as January 1st for them. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed and move on to the consolation round for $100. Still looking for a blackout on the gold colored cards. The next number is under the B4. B4. Under the I-29. I-29. Under the B7. B7. Under the G48, G48. Under the N40, N40. Under the G52, G52. Under the G55, G55. Under the N37, N37. Under the O75, O75. Under the G50, G50. And we have a caller. So the number in the window has not been called. It is not in play. Eight five eight nine. And valid bingo on G50. We have a valid bingo on G50. And we do have one phone line open to receive your calls. One phone line is open. So after this game, we'll be going on to the green colored cards. And our tuning number is I-16. Of course, that you would rather not see I-16 in game 2, because if you do, nothing happens. It's in game 3. Whereas if you call a bingo and it's on I-16, and let's hope you got an I-16 on your cards, then that's when you get the tuning pot. And it's at 11,324. And we sold 109 packages last week. So our game 2 will be the X game for $150. Then we move into that game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers, and that jackpot's at $10,580. Okay, on here in Nipawin, there's a Christmas tea. It's put on by the Home Assistance Nipawin District to celebrate the Christmas season. It's going to be at the Yellowhead Manor Dining Room. You can enter. Oh, sorry, December 3rd. Okay, never mind. I just was reading this time. Forgot. I thought everything was finished. And then it's like, oh well, they're still here. I guess they're still. Okay, that was done. Which also, well, actually, the other one, the Brandon University Brass Ensemble's on tonight. But if you're playing bingo, you're obviously not there. So thank you for joining us. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I declare this game closed, and that'll wrap up the first game. And our winner on that one was Donna Berard of Nipawin, purchasing the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations, Donna. Okay, we're going to be moving on to the green colored cards. Our tuning number is I-16. And we're looking for the letter X for $150. First number out is under the B14. B14 on the green colored cards. Under the O70. O70. Under the G56. G56. Under the G50, G50. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the O64, O64. Under the O62, O62. Under the O66, O66. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the B-12, B-12. Under the N-43, N-43. Under the G-55, G-55. Under the O-74, O-74. Under the I-18, I-18. Under the N-31, N-31. Under the N-42, N-42. Under the B-11, B-11. Under the N-41, N-41. Under the G-54, G-54. Under the O-67, O-67. Under the N-34, N-34. Under the O-68, O-68. Under the B-7, B-7. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the G53, G53. Under the G46, G46. Under the B5, B5. Under the I-21, I-21. Under the B3, B3. Under the N32, N32. Under the G60, G60. Under the N33, N33. Under the N45, N45. Under the O75, O75. Under the O61, O61. And we have a caller, so I haven't called this number yet, so don't call in on that one. It's not a valid bingo. And we have one phone line open to receive your calls. Five, 421. Okay, valid bingo on 061. Last number called, 061. Valid bingo. So our tuning number, I-16, was called quite a while ago. So there will be no winning on the tuning number. And that tuning pot will grow from its $11,324. And that tuning pot accumulates of $1 per package sold. Both phone lines are now open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. Okay, so that means I don't have any community announcements. So, but I will give a shout out to the following businesses. for donating to NACTV. Gillen Schmall, John's Electric, Stride Credit Union, Home Hardware, Nipawin Veterinary Clinic, Diamond Waterworks Nipawin, Shergrow, Taylor Law Patterson's, and the Rotary Club of Nipawin. And I'm going to give a shout out to all of you for playing along with us. We're playing tonight and supporting NACTV. Thank you. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Reminder, January 1st we will be playing a bingo game. Not on December 25th, it's Christmas Day, we won't. But January 1st we will be playing a bingo game.
In addition to the business canvas for that to update.
Okay. And for the third and final time, phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I declare this game closed. We'll move on to the next game. And our winner on the Big X was Judy Rossnagel of Glenello, purchasing the cards at Harris Pharmacy. Congratulations to Judy. Okay. Moving on to the game 3 of Blackout in 52 numbers, where our jackpot is sitting at 10,580. And continuing on, those green colored cards. Looking for that Blackout in 52 numbers for $10,580. The next number is under the B15. B15. Under the G57, G57. Under the I-24, I-24. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the G48, G48. Under the N44, N44. Under the I-30, I-30. Under the O63, O63. Under the B6, B6. Under the B9, B9. Under the I-27, I-27. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the B4, B4. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the N35, N35. Under the B8, B8. Under the I-19, I-19. And that is your 50-second number, so we'll pause here for 2.5 minutes and see if anybody calls in and claims that jackpot of $10,580. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. So just a reminder for anybody who gets their packages mailed to you, if you can't pick them up in person, give us a call. I don't know if the strike is still on. We might have some options available. The station will be closed from December 23rd, so your last day to get bingo cards by mail or to pick them up from the station would be December 19th. We're going to go for the 19th because I'm not too sure if they're open a full day on the 20th from the Friday. And for those of you who normally pick them up at the station after the bingo, you can get them in town at Harris Pharmacy, Touchwood Park, and the Neepawa Legion. And of course, Kingsman Course 2 will have them as well for their residents. So the cards bingo packages will be available in town at our usual locations for purchase, just not at NACTV because we'll be closed for 2 weeks. Opening again on January 6th. But we will be playing on January 1st. So join us on the first day of the new year and play bingo. Phone lines are open to receive your calls, 204-476-2639. There's some Christmas programming on the station now. I'll give you a rundown on some of the programming next time. But you can always go to nactv.tv, the website, or on the station and just look to see what's there. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed, and we will go on to the consolation round for $100. Still looking for a blackout. Next number out on those green colored cards is under the G49. G49. Under the B10, B10. Under the B1, B1. Under the G59, G59. Under the G52, G52. Under the I-26, I-26. Under the O65, O65. Under the N37, N37. Under the N36, N36. And we have a caller. So, ball on the hoop, not valid. Seven six four one. And valid bingo on N36. N36, valid bingo. Okay, I'm gonna read some of the listings that are on NACTV starting tomorrow. The Stepping Up with Confidence, which is an exercise program, it's very popular. We have some hockey. We've got customizing your computer settings, the Glorious Christmas Wish Sale, which was our craft sale. Is on. It's a new program. Palliative care presentation, the Christmas programming, Turtle Village grand opening, school technology in the classroom, a new game of basketball, the Nipwa Sports Dinner auction is new. The art exhibit Stephanie Bretcher. Also new is the Nipwa Sports Dinner, the speakers Dale Weiss and Joy Westwood. That is should be quite interesting. The Touchwood Park and Arts Forward fundraiser is highlighted as well. Oh, sorry. You're passing me the sheet here and I'm oblivious. Kids Story Time, Fairy Tales number 2, Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty. We've got Coffee Chat with Dan Mazier. We've got Nipwa Parade of Lights, which is new. So it's up. Nipwa Parade of Lights. I thought there was something else on here when I was looking earlier that was new. Oh, they've got the hymns at KK1 is on the TV as well. HIMS, hymns. Okay, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and that will wrap up tonight's game. Thank you all for playing along, and let's find out who the last winner was. Here we go. Okay. The winner on the Blackout Constellation was Jacqueline Rose of Nipwa, purchasing the cards here at the station, NACTV. Recapping for tonight's games, one winner per game on the Bonanza Constellation. It was Donna Berard, purchased the winning card at Harris Pharmacy. Judy Rossnagel won the Big X and purchased the card at Harris Pharmacy. And the Blackout Constellation was won by Jacqueline Rose and purchased the card at NACTV. Congratulations to all our winners. Thank you all for playing along. Stay safe, drive carefully if you're out, or walk carefully, and see you next Wednesday.